Hello, my name is Rebecca Bersani, and this is going to be a screencast that shows the progress I've made so far in getting my computer education license edition through the work that we've basically learned how to demonstrate and put into an e-portfolio in our class. So this is the home page of my e-portfolio. It has a nice quote to kind of just give it a little taste of the way I look at technology and the way it kind of integrates innovation within my students. On the main page, you'll find an About Me section, and this tells you what I'm working towards, what license edition I have. An additional, like this is just a section to kind of talk about why I chose computer education, why I feel that it's so important for students, especially now and in the future when I am established as a teacher. And then this is also just a small plan of what I plan to do minimally, but as a teacher and with my students. In this section of my About Me page, you'll be able to send me an email directly from the site, just typing in your name here and your email and any comments, questions, or inquiries. That'll be very helpful for contacting me. Below, this is my Creative Commons license. You can also find the link here. And each of these link to my Facebook and my Twitter as a teacher, which provides a lot of different educational resources that I've found, and my LinkedIn, and I don't have to click those as well, but those do link directly to them. So if we're back here, they also all link to different navigation bars. The first one is my blog, which is where the screencast is posted, and these are about 6 posts that reflect on the journey that the good portion of this technology course has made, and a lot of reflective insight onto what we learned and what I think about it and how it'll affect the future, especially the HTML and the CSS, which is where we learn to code. And these are just posts about what I am kind of feeling, undergoing the experience, and all of that. So we'll go back here, and then you can also be linked to my portfolio. And this is not finished yet. It just needs to be kind of enhanced, and as the course is finished, I'll add more pieces to it. But this has a digital story that I created as to why I want to be an elementary teacher and my plan with it. And this is actually an ebook that's an interactive one. You'll be able to click it and pull up the actual PDF, but for time's sake, I won't. But it's an ebook that I created in another course, which adds a really cool aspect for kids because I created the book myself, and it's also a great way to learn about, for the topic, solids, liquids, and gas. So we will go back to the main page. And then my resume isn't attached yet, but you can see when we click this, it is linked by what it says in the link CVHTML, which brings me to how we created all this. So all of these coding and the design and everything included was created through Dreamweaver. And as you can see, the source code is over here. And just to briefly touch on it, you can go through. The nice thing about Dreamweaver was I was able to see exactly where everything might start or begin based off the way that they designed it. I can click actually here. There we go. And see how these have .hero header. That gives me a good taste of where these are located in the source code and in the style page as well. But if you go here, so these are the navigation bars, and that helps a lot. So you can see where it says home, blog, portfolio. And this was cool because they said top navigation link, so that shows me that's a navigation link, and you pick what the source is, and this, it says portfolio HTML, and that actually tells me that, okay, the source for when they click this will be this page, which is how it comes up, so that's perfect. If we go down, this is the link. You just insert a quote. You can change the color of it. I chose white for this sake. I thought it was the best looking, appealing wise. You can change the face and font of it. And to open and close any of those, you use the open tag font and close font. The BR means a break in between text, so it kind of sections it off a little bit. We'll go down. So this is the About Me section. The H2 symbolizes that it's a header, or a second header, and that sets it off on itself because you have the open and closing tag. The open tag P is to symbolize a paragraph. And once you close it, that closes off that paragraph, and then here starts a new one. So that's why it's broken up so nicely into different paragraph forms. And then this was very interesting for me to do, to figure out how to put the actual input of what I want to be typed, what should pop up in the actual text bar, your name, like it does appear here. And basically, like just seeing the difference between the white being the text that comes up and all the other colors being kind of behind the scenes of how we set it up. And if we go down, this is towards the footer, so it'll always be at the bottom of the page. That's what the footer indicates. And then these are the links to all my sites. So this was also the same concept where it has ahref, which means to, like, when you click it, this is the website that will come up. The image, and this is linked directly to, I had all my images in one folder, and it says source assets, which is the folder I had them in, and then Facebook, there's the image. You pick the size and the height and close it off and use the image tag to like symbolize that. And that, you go down here. This is the embedded code for my Creative license, or Creative Commons license. Close off the footer there. And I believe that's it for that. Lastly, if I go to my portfolio style, CSS, this helps me kind of look at more of the aesthetic and visual appeal of the site. Again, this is H1, H2. All these means header 1, header 2, and so on. And that's what font they'll be in. And then this is the color they'll be in. And that's why you see all of these, the About Me one. And if we go down, I don't know if there's as many. This is in the same color. And you can pick the size and the font style if you want an italic or normal. And then go down. Again, color. I kept it very kind of basic to keep it not so busy or crazy. The other thing I liked that I saw was if you click again here, so this says dot para content, or I believe that one would too. You can look over here and they say dot hero header, dot logo, and you can actually, and you can actually find that section and figure out for that section what you want it to be colored and size and all of that.